Hare Krishna Mataji, we can start now. You can start introducing her. Yeah, sorry.
Ji. Can you see me, Mataji? Can you see me or hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, welcome, dear devotees. Please accept my humble obeisance. And welcome, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisance. I offer my respectful obeisance unto you. And today we have the opportunity to hear the katha from His Grace Krishna Chandra Prabhuji, and that too during Purushottam Mass. So let me introduce him first to the devotees. So by the mercy of Sri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Ji and Srila Prabhupada, he first met devotees in 1994 at Rath Yatra festival in Vancouver, Canada, came to Vrindavan in 1995, and he got initiated in 1999 in Vancouver, Tirtha, and he has been doing Tirth Yatra all over Bharat since 1994. Presently in Europe, mostly in Poland, and at the moment, New Shantipur Panchatattva Temple. He's been serving. So we would like to welcome him with Maha Mantra. So all the devotees, please unmute yourself. Please, devotees, unmute yourself.
Okay, Mataji.
So let us all welcome Prabhuji with Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Ram Ram Hare.
Hare Krishna.
You can take over the class. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Now you
Yes.
start the class.
Okay. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yamunatira Vanatari Yamunatira Vanatari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Gurudev Maharaj Ki Jai Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Dhiraye. Hare Krishna, everyone. Please accept my obeisance. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna. Thank you for giving me opportunities to say something. And by the mercy of the Hariguru Vaishnavas, will try to say something today. I remember when I first came to Vrindavan in 1995, I got some information about the Govardhan. So I wanted to see the Govardhan. So I took the rickshaw, went to the Govardhan Hill. I told the driver, drop me at the Govardhan. So I arrived at the Govardhan and asked the driver, where is the Govardhan? He said, here. So I started walking and I was looking for the Govardhan. I was thinking the Govardhan is like a hill, one can have a darshan, can see it. Because I was first time, I didn't know much. So I was asking people, oh, where is this Govardhan? And they told me, go there. So I'm walking. It was noon, it was getting hot. And I asked people, Govardhan, where is Govardhan? So they asked me, go there. So I was on the parikram, but I didn't know, because I was first time. So everyone was telling me, just go there. So after some time, I got so tired and frustrated that I thought, I'm not going to see the Govardhan. How can I have the darshan of Govardhan? So I took the rickshaw and went back to Vrindavan. And then I found out from the devotees that Govardhan is like a big hill you walk around. So I realized that without the mercy of the devotees, one cannot make any advancement. Even if we meet Krishna, without the mercy of devotees, you will not be able to recognize Krishna. You may not even know it's Krishna. Only by the mercy of the devotees, we can actually make advancement, come closer to Krishna. So I went by myself and I was looking for the Govardhan. I was at the Govardhan. I want to have darshan of Govardhan, but I couldn't find the Govardhan. So by the mercy of devotees, and so today, by the mercy of Hari Guru Vaishnavas, we try to say something. Om Agyat Mirandasya Gananjana Salakya Taksumitam Yana Tasmai Sivave Namaha. So we would like to say something about how everything is auspicious in the life of the devotees. Everything, and everything, one more time, everything is auspicious in the life of the devotees. Whatever happened. Similarly, everything is inauspicious in the life of the non-devotees. Whatever in their life is not good in the life of non-devotees. Srila Prabhupada said that non-devotees, they don't have any good qualities. Any good qualities that non-devotees may possess is like ornaments on the dead body. Gold, diamonds, doesn't look good on the bodies of dead bodies. Doesn't look good. Similarly, all these so-called good qualities doesn't look good on the non-devotees. Actually, they don't have any good quality. So, in the life of the devotees, always everything is auspicious. Of course, someone may protest. Or non-devotees, gross materialists who only enjoy senses, they don't know anything else in the life, may protest. Oh, how is possible our life is not auspicious? Nothing auspicious in our life. So the Vedic culture, the beauty of the Vedic culture is that the Vedic culture is open for the debate. In the cultures of the West, Western culture, different religions in the West, in the countries of Melathas and Yavanas, there is no room for the debate. If you don't agree, they come with knife and or they burn you in the fire or excommunicate you, heretics. Because there is a saying, if one cannot win the debate, one have to kill the debate or not allow debate. Because they don't have philosophy. They don't have the perfect philosophy, Siddhanta, like Sanatana Dharma. Like Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, the Siddhanta is perfect. No doubts. But they don't have any Siddhantas. So since they don't have any Siddhantas, they don't allow for the debate. But Vedic culture is open for the debate. Anyone can ask questions. Because that's what the Vedanta Sutra says. The beginning, Atato Brahma Jignasya. one must inquire into the supreme truth. In order to inquire, must be room for the debate, ask the questions freely. So our acharyas, they took part in this debate so many times. They took part in these debates not for name, fame, adoration, for the pratishta puja, but to establish the supreme truth, the tattva. What is the tattva? That Sri Krishna tu Bhagavan Svayam, to establish supremacy of Krishna. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha, Anadi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. To establish supremacy of Krishna, to explain the relationship between Jiva and the Paramatma. To establish all this basic truth, our acharyas took part in the debates. And they always emerged victorious. Till today, our Sampradaya, Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, they always emerged victorious from all the debates. They were never defeated because it's a perfect Siddhanta. Golokera Premadana Harinama Sankirtana. So our Siddhanta, which Prabhupada gave us, is a perfect Siddhanta coming down from the spiritual world. There's no doubts about this. So people may protest how everything is auspicious for the devotees and nothing is auspicious in the life of the non-devotees. So we'll give some simple examples. So many stories in the Shastras, so many examples in the Shastras. But I will just pick simple ones, easy to understand. Srila Prabhupada said that this Krishna consciousness movement is so simple that you can miss it. So simple, you can basically miss it. So supposedly, a devotee is born in the very rich family. Very good health, beauty, good education, born like with the silver spoon in the mouth. So all these things will be very auspicious for the devotees because devotee, they engage everything in the service of Krishna. They use everything for service of sadhus, Krishna. So all these material things are very good. Like the Ambarish Maharaj. He was Samraj, king of all the kings. He used everything in service of Krishna. So everything that he had was very good for him, very auspicious. He used everything, he engaged himself, all his body, his senses, everything engaged in the service of Krishna, all his riches, wealth, everything. So everything that he had was very auspicious for him because it was bringing him closer to Krishna. He was using this in the service of Bhagavan. But non-devotee, if he's rich, born in a rich family, he will become very proud and arrogant, and he will use all these things for sense gratification, or only degrade himself. All these riches, like there is a saying, today king, tomorrow beggar. So all these riches are not so good for him because you have more opportunities to perform sinful activities. So many opportunities to perform sinful activities. So all these riches are not auspicious in his life because he cannot use them in the service of Bhagavan. Since he has no relationship with Bhagavan, he becomes more attached to the body, more attached to everything material. And he forgets Krishna, forgets God. And he says, why should I do any tapasya? I'm so comfortable, my life is so good. So it's not auspicious at all the riches that he may have. But for the devotee, it's very good. It's no problem because he's using this. He's glorifying Krishna. He's thanking Krishna for everything. He appreciates more. So on the other hand, for example, we can say that devotee is born in the poor family for some reason, and his maybe health is not so good. But these things are very good for the devotees too, because he's feeling more separation from Krishna. Like Kunti Maharani, she prayed for all the troubles and difficulties to come because she could concentrate more on Bhagavan Krishna. So it was very auspicious. These difficulties which come in the life of the devotee are very, very good because they bring us closer to Krishna. We can feel more separation from Krishna, and separation from Krishna bring us faster, the fastest we can come to Krishna by separation. So in these difficult times, we can come to Krishna very quickly, which is very auspicious. Like there is a story of one traveler. He was traveling on the desert, no water. He was dying out of thirst. And then he just couldn't walk anymore. He was so exhausted, he couldn't walk. So he saw one dried up tree, like a tree, but no leaves, no life, just dry tree. So he just decided he's gonna sit there in the shade of this tree and die, leave the body. And then this big snake came out from this tree. And he saw the big snake, and he got so scared that he started running. He started running, and then he came to the small lake of water, to a small lake full of water. And then he drank this water, and he survived. So this snake was very good for him because he made him to run fast, get some energy. Similarly, Krishna is helping the devotees in difficult times to come closer to him faster. So it's very auspicious for the whatever happens in the life of devotees. So, but non-devotee, when they are in difficulties, they got depressed, suicidal. They have no meaning for life because they don't have any relation with Krishna. They're completely lost. They are depressed. They have no meaning for life. They don't know what to do. They just suffer uselessly. So it's very inauspicious for the non-devotees. So, but devotee in difficult times, they see Krishna everywhere in everything. Shastra says that Krishna is everywhere, is omnipresent. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that Bahunam Janmanam Ante Gyanavam Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabhaha. So that after many, many lives, one who is in knowledge, he knows that Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Vasudeva is everything. Such a soul is very rare. So devotee can see and feel Krishna in everything. Krishna is present everywhere. Everything that exists because Krishna is there through his potency, through his Shaktis. It's like Prahat Maharaj. He was seeing Bhagavan Vishnu everywhere he looked. So Krishna, so devotees can feel Krishna even in pain, difficulties, because pain would not exist if Krishna was not there. Nothing exists without Krishna. Krishna is Antaryami. Antaryami means one who lives within, inside everything, within every atom is Krishna. So having this knowledge, they feel, the devotees feel presence of Krishna in everything, in every feeling, pain, in joy. Joy is joyful because Krishna is there. If there was no Krishna, the joy would not exist. There would have no power of joy. Similarly, in pain, Krishna is present there. So actually one can feel Krishna in the pain too. Pain can remind us of Krishna. When the pain comes, we just feel, oh, the pain is painful because Krishna is there. So we can concentrate on Krishna. Everything can remind us of Krishna because Krishna is Antaryami. Krishna Antaryami, one who lives within everything there is. Vasudeva Sarvamiti is all pervading. Everything that exists is because Krishna is there. Otherwise it would not exist without Krishna being the base, the Shakti. Krishna is Shakti man, it's all his energy, but Krishna is also present there. They're not different from Krishna. So all these kind of difficulties reminds us of Krishna. For the devotee, everything reminds of Krishna. For non-devotee, they don't see Krishna anywhere. But wherever devotees looks, they see Krishna, reminds Krishna. But non-devotee, they don't see God anywhere. One time, someone asked the sadhu, oh, where is this Krishna? Show me Krishna. Where is he? The sadhu said, oh, show me where there is no Krishna. Show me where there is no Krishna. Where there is no Bhagavan. Where? Nothing exists. There is no Bhagavan, cannot exist. Krishna even exists in things that do not exist. Whatever does not exist, Krishna exists in that. How? Because if something does not exist, it's by the will of Krishna only. By the will of Bhagavan, something does not exist. So in this way, Krishna is also present in things that which not exist at all yet, because they don't exist through the will of Krishna only. So we can always, that is called the Krishna consciousness, to be conscious of Krishna in everything and everywhere. Not only conscious in the temple, see the Murti, Bhagavan Murti, but in everything. This is Prabhupada introduced as Krishna consciousness, to be conscious of Krishna. Because Krishna is present in everything. Like Prahalad Maharaj, the Hiranyakashipu was asking, where is this Vishnu? Where is your Vishnu? Where? Is he in this pillar? And Prahalad Maharaj said, yes, why not? Why wouldn't he be there? He's there. So he got very angry, smashing. And of course, Narasimha Bhagavan came to prove the truth of his devotee. So that's why everything can be auspicious, because we can see the presence of Krishna, feel his presence and everything. And this way, the devotee is always joyful, because they can never feel separation from Krishna to this basic tattva. This is just basic tattva, Shanti rasa. There's other higher rasas, but this is just basic Shanta rasa. Krishna is Vasudeva Sarvamiti. So this is like when the people, they don't have this consciousness of Krishna, they always interested only in material desires. They want to enjoy the senses only. They want to feel happiness. No, but there is no happiness in this material world. Like there is no water in the desert. The water is there. The water is on the bank of the river, but not in the desert. So one time there was a bus. Bus was driving and it flipped over and went down to the hills in the cliff. Over the cliff. Everyone died. Everyone was in the bus. They all left the bodies. And they found themselves in one place. And they were told there, you can ask for anything. All your desires will be fulfilled instantly, like this. Whatever you like, whatever you wish, like this will happen. So everyone was so happy. Whoa, Jai, it feels like in heaven. We're in heaven now. Every our desire can be fulfilled. Anything. So they start asking, I want this, I want this, I want that, give me this, that, I want this experience and this. So everything was like, in moment, the desire was fulfilled. But after some time, they got bored. Everything is fulfilled like this moment. So they became depressed. Oh, what a life. How we feel so terrible here. We're so bored. It's like we're so depressed. What kind of place is this? So they went to the supervisor. There was one supervisor who was supervising this place, and they went to complain to him. And they told him, oh, my dear sir, what kind of place is this? We feel here like in hell. And he said, yes, exactly, you are in hell. This is exactly what it is. This is hell. When our material desire fulfilled like this, we'll feel like in hell. And this is what happens to the rich people, superstars. We can see their life. They become mostly drug addicts. They got so many addictions. Many of them, not all, but many of them, they have, because they experience everything. They have everything. They have all the money. All their desires are fulfilled. They experience almost everything here, material things. So they have no purpose of living. So they get depressed at the end and very bad death. This is what happens to the people who gratify senses only, because they have no consciousness of Supreme Lord, no consciousness of Bhagavan. And how we can be conscious, how we can give up this sense gratification? Our Shastra says, by the mercy of Lord Nityananda, Arakabe nitai tsandera karuna karibe, samsara vasana morakabe, tucha habe. Oh when will Lord Nityananda be merciful unto me, so I can realize the uselessness of all material pleasures. By the mercy of Lord Nityananda, we can only realize the uselessness of all material pleasures. All material pleasures are useless. It's like eating the air. One cannot get satisfied by eating the air. One can eat so much air, up, will be empty. No satisfaction. And this is just not just simple air. This is poisonous air, Shaya, like a poison, like a poisonous air drinking. But not only get emptiness, but only get sick, so much sick. So this is what happened. By the mercy of Nityananda, we can actually realize this truth, basic truth. And our Acharya, Srila Rupa Goswami, he explained us what is bhakti. He gave us definition of bhakti. Anyabilasita sunyam jnana karmadanabritam anukulyana Krishna usya bhakti uttama. That material desires must be zero. Zero. Not one, not even half, but zero. There was one sadhu, and the sadhu was teaching by the examples, not so much by talking, by practical example. So this sadhu was living in the house, big house, very beautiful house. So he decided to put this house on sale, very cheap, 50% of the market value, only 50%. He put the sign in front of his house for sale. And the neighbor who was living next to him, he saw this, so he inquired, "Oh, how much are you selling for?" Then he told him, "This much, this much." He said, "Oh, very good deal. I want to buy, I want to buy." Said, "Okay, but there is a one condition. I can sell this house for this small amount of money, but under one condition." So he asked him, "Oh, what is the condition then?" So he said, "There's one nail in the wall. And this nail, like a nail, you can nail with the hammer, this nail belongs to me, will belong to me. I can do whatever I like with this nail." And he said, okay, why not? This nail can be yours, or whole house will be mine. So they went to the lawyer, they make all the agreement, all the papers, everything, explaining that he's selling this house for this amount of money. But there's one nail that you own. This one nail will belong to the sadhu. So they complete everything. He moved out, the sadhu moved out, the new owner moved in. He was so happy. He got such a big house, beautiful house for such a cheap price, very good deal. He was living there, and one day he hears someone knocking. Puk, 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 puk. So he opened the door, he saw a sadhu. He said, "Oh, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Please come in, please come in. I'm so happy living in this house, very comfortable." So they were talking for some time, and the sadhu said he has to go now, and he had with him a jacket. So he hanged this jacket on the nail and started leaving. So the new owner said, "Hey, wait, where are you going? Your jacket is here, hanging on this nail." I said, "No, I leave it there. It's my nail. I can do whatever I like with this nail." So he couldn't do anything, the new owner, because that's the agreement. So the sadhu left. Next day, he came back again. And he put so many bags on this nail. He hanged many bags. But the new owner couldn't say anything because this nail belongs to the sadhu. He can do whatever he likes. Next day, he came with a cow. He brought the cow inside the house and he tied to this nail. So this owner got panic. I cannot live in this house anymore. There's a cow here and it's making so much noise and cow dung. Then he begged the sadhu, "Oh, please, I want to sell back this house," because he couldn't sell to anyone. Nobody would buy such a house in such a condition that there is a nail belongs to someone else. So he couldn't sell to anyone this house. So he approached the sadhu and begged him, "Please, buy this house, buy back from me for even cheaper price." So of course sadhu bought it back. He moved in. So what's the meaning of the story is that this one nail represents one material desire, the last material desire. Even if there is one material desire in the heart, everything will hang on this nail, everything. It will drag us down. So that's why Srila Rupa Goswami tells us Material desires must be zero, shunya, shunya. Anya bilasita sunyam. Not even one, not even half, because even if there is only one material desire, everything will hang like on this nail. The one cannot live peacefully or comfortably. So Rupa Goswami, our Acharya, is very kind. He gave us this definition. He gave us this beautiful definition of bhakti. What is bhakti? In this way, make our life auspicious. This is our goal. Yeah? Slowly, by this process which Prabhupada gave us, Harinama Sankirtana, our heart becomes free from all these material desires, which are only problems to us. So this month now is Purushottam month, Adhik Mas, Purushottam, and is very auspicious for the devotees. But at the same time, it's not auspicious for non-devotees. It's not auspicious. It's called Mala Mas. For non-devotees, it's called Mala. The Smarta Brahmins, they call it Mala, and not pure, impure month. Because all materials activities are not successful. They don't bring any fruits. It's not recommended to do any material activities in the Purushottam month. But for the devotee, it's very, very good because all the spiritual activities, Hari Bhajan, is 1,000 times more and more and more. Very auspicious the whole month. But for the non-devotees, it's not good because anything materially done in this month is not good. It's not recommended. It's not recommended for material things. Only for Hari Katha, Hari Bhajan, Hari Seva, Krishna Puja in this month. So this month is very, very auspicious for the devotees and very inauspicious for the non-devotees. Same thing with Kali. This age, Kali Yuga, is very, very auspicious for the devotees and very inauspicious for the devotees. Kaler dosa niderajan, astige karmahan gunaha, kirtanat eva krishnasya, mukta sangha param vrajet. O Raja Maharaja, O Raja, this Kali Yuga is ocean of faults. Everywhere faults. Wherever we look, faults. So many bad things. But there is one good quality, one very good quality in this age, that simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna, one can very easily achieve the supreme perfections. So when the Parikshit Maharaj met the Kali Purusha, he met the Kali Yuga himself, he wanted to kill Kali Purusha. But he realized, actually, this Kali is not that bad. Because in Kali Yuga, there will be many devotees of Sri Vishnu, many devotees of Narayan, many devotees of Krishna. Many yogis in Satya Yuga, they were praying to be born in Kali Yuga. Because in this age, the self-realization is very easy, very, very easy. And especially this Kali Yuga is called Danya Kali Yuga, blessed Kali Yuga because of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Bolo Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. So because of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this Kali Yuga is called Danya Kali Yuga, very blessed Kali Yuga. That simply by chanting the holy name, one can achieve all perfections. In Padma Purana, it is said that whatever in Satya Yuga, whatever was achieved after 12 years of worship of Vishnu, 12 years of puja, Vishnu puja, 12 years in Satya Yuga, the result of 12 years of worshipping Vishnu is achieved simply by chanting Krishna's name once. Only one time if we say Krishna, Krishna. So we get the same result, same fruit, phala, like one achieved after 12 years of worshipping Vishnu in Satya Yuga. 12 years. But in this age, only one time Krishna, 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 Krishna. So many years. Also, other Purana says that in Satya Yuga, one performing tapasya, very difficult tapasya for 3 years, 3 years of difficult tapasya, one gets same thing by chanting once Krishna in Kali Yuga, only once. But the most astonishing thing is, very astonishing thing, that in Kali Yuga, nobody's doing Hari Bhajan. In Satya Yuga, although it was very difficult, everyone was doing because they have a faith. In Kali Yuga, people have no faith. They are poor in faith. Everything is very easy to achieve, but one has no faith and very lazy. It's like one can buy a diamond for one penny. Usually, diamond costs millions and millions, but now 1 penny, I can buy diamond for 1 penny. But if I don't have a 1 penny, I cannot buy this diamond. Even if it costs 1 penny, 1 cent, I don't have 1 cent, so I cannot buy. Similarly, people in Kali Yuga are very poor in faith. The holy name is available, is Chintamani, Nama Chintamani Krishna, is only for faith. But people have no faith. They're faithless, out of luck. They're out of luck. So in Satya Yuga, there were more people doing all spiritual things like tapasya and bhajan. Although it was very difficult, they even have to sit for 1,000 years doing tapasya. But there were more people doing this than in Kali Yuga, which is so easy to get. Only say once Krishna is like 12 years of worship in Satya Yuga. It's so cheap, everything, and so easy. But people still, because they have no faith, they cannot do such as simple things. They cannot buy diamonds for penny because they have no pennies. So that's why for the devotees it's very, very auspicious, this yuga, this Kali Yuga, because they can very quickly purify themselves and come closer to Krishna simply by chanting the holy name. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Kevalam, Kalanaste, Vanaste, Vanaste, Vagati Anyaha. But simply it needs faith. And to have faith in Kali Yuga is also not easy. It's not easy. One who have faith are very fortunate. They're Bhagyavan. Not Bhagavan, but Bhagyavan. Fortunate. And this faith comes from Sadhu Sangha, of course. By the mercy of the devotees. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Sastra Hoy, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. Simply by association with the devotees, with the sadhu, we get this faith. And we get this grit, realizing the value. So this Kali age, very, very auspicious for the devotees. And very inauspicious for the non-devotees, because so many suffering, so much illusion, so much materialistic people. And so much suffering, wars, ignorance. This Kali Yuga, one time, one man was riding a motorbike at night, very dark night, so dark, no moon, was riding motorbike very fast without light. There's no light. Driving bike, brrr, very fast, but no light. So one man saw this. He said, stop, stop, stop. You're riding motorbike without light. Stop. And then the man who was riding the motorbike said, I cannot stop. I cannot stop. I don't have a brake either. I don't have a brake. I cannot stop. So this is the situation in Kali Yuga. People have no light of knowledge, spiritual knowledge, of jnana. No light and darkness. This Kali Yuga is dark, like a dark night. And they're riding in this body. This body is like a machine, yantra. They're riding this motorbike without light, and they don't have the brakes, which is sense control. The light is a knowledge about Supreme Lord, and the brakes are the sense controls. So Srila Prabhupada came, and out of his cautious mercy, he gave us this light, equipped us with this light of knowledge, and gave us the brakes, sense control through the regulative principles. If you can imagine the very dark night, everyone is riding motorbike very fast, without light and no brakes. What's going to happen? Of course, accidents. And this is what happened in Kali Yuga, so many accidents. People living the life without light of spiritual knowledge, without brakes of sense control, unlimited sense enjoyment. And the result is big accident. So Prabhupada came and gave us this process, the Krishna consciousness process, which originally was given to us by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This process which Srila Prabhupada gave us originally was given to us by Mahaprabhu. And this process consists of chanting the holy name. Golokera Premadana Harinama Sankirtana. And what is the ABC of this process? ABC, the basic of this process of Bhakti Yoga, which Prabhupada gave us. ABC of Bhakti Yoga that makes life very auspicious. A, like first letter A, means Mangal Artik. Mangal. We begin the day with Mangal Artik. Very auspicious. Non-devotees, they sleep till noon, till 10 o'clock, noon. But devotee wake up from Mangal Artik. Mangal. This is the A in the alphabet. Beginning, A, beginning of the day with the auspiciousness. Then there is a B, chanting the holy name. Minimum of 16 rounds. Minimum chanting of 16 rounds is a B. There is a C, principle, the regulated principles. And there's other letters, other things. But we just speak about ABC. In Kali Yuga, many pretenders, fake gurus, avatars, they don't know how to write even ABC. Like someone who wants to learn the language, first he needs to learn how to write A, B, C. But in Kali Yuga, there are people who pretend to be teachers without learning how to write ABC. They don't know how to write ABC. They try to teach people the language without learning themselves A. So they're too lazy to wake up for Mangalarti. They don't wake up for Mangalarti. They're too lazy. They pretend to be gurus, swamis, avatars, but they can't even wake up for Mangalarti. They just sleep and snore like Kumbhakarna. And they pretend to be teachers. They cannot wake up even. A. This is letter A. That's A. And the alphabet. But they didn't learn the A, and they want to be a teacher. They want to teach others the language, but they don't know how to write A. So they wake up from Mangalartik. So Prabhupada established this Mangalartik, all the temples, everywhere, all his followers. But of course, nowadays, if we go to the temple in the Western countries, there's only Pujari for Mangalartik. Nobody else, only one Pujari. And that Pujari is a paid Pujari. He's getting special pay, double pay. For Mangalartik, the double pay. Afternoon is less pay, but for Mangalartik, double pay. So this effect of Kali Yuga. So this ABC, just ABC, Mangalartik, Brahma Muhurta, A, B, minimum 60 rounds, C, regulated principles, the ABC of Bhakti Yoga. But there are so many pretenders. Like I heard that in Andhra Pradesh, there were 800 people claiming to be avatars. Just in one place, 800 people claim to be avatars of Vishnu, Sadashiva, Mahavishnu. Sometimes now very popular is Dattareya, because Dattareya Guru, he can attract followers of Shiva, followers of Vishnu. So I have more followers. So I advertise myself as Dattareya incarnation. So many like this in Kali Yuga. Fake teachers, fake prophets, fake sannyasis, fake swamis, fake avatars. But they don't even know how to write A. They're too lazy to wake up even every day for Mangalartik. This is just A. And Shastra says that Hara Hara Mahadev, he travels in the whole universe, and if he sees someone sleeping during Brahma Muhurta, he curses them. All these lazy pretenders, he curses them. And he blessed all the devotees that are doing Hari Bhajan at this time. And this is Shastra. Shastra says this. Hara Hara Mahadev travels, and he looks, and he blessing and curses. So those people, those fake avatars, fake pretenders who pretend to be God, they sleep during Brahma Muhurta, they curse by Hara Hara Mahadev. This is what happened. So there's one devotee in Europe. He was living in the temple. Then he started complaining, in the temple, living in the temple, there's not enough sleep. I have to wake up so early, cannot get enough sleep. And there is no toilet paper. not toilet paper. So he left. He left the temple, complaining, it's not enough sleep. I cannot get enough sleep. And it's not toilet paper. So he left. And what happened to him later? Of course, he had to get the job, yes, to pay the bills, buy the food. So you need to get a job. If you're not staying in the temple, so you go outside, you have to pay all the bills, pay the rent, food, all the bills. So he got a job. He got a job in the warehouse and the graveyard. He has to go graveyard. It was the only shift available. So he couldn't sleep all night. And in that warehouse, he was loading and unloading big boxes of toilet paper. So many trucks were coming with toilet paper to this warehouse, and he was loading, unloading. All night, every night, he would not sleep, but would work with the toilet paper. He complained there was not enough toilet paper. So now, Krishna arrangement, he got a job in the warehouse full of toilet paper. He had to unload all night long, couldn't sleep to get some money to pay the bills. He had to load and unload big boxes of toilet paper every night. See? He couldn't stay in the temple because there was not enough sleep and there was not toilet paper. So now Krishna, makes special arrangements. So this age of Kali for the devotees is very, very good and very auspicious. And non-devotees, so much suffering, so much illusion, misunderstanding, misinformations, so many cheatings, different viruses, COVIDs, which delude people. So in Bhagavatam, there is a nice story. Bhagavatam, so many stories. All the stories are very, very deep, like an ocean deep. The story is of the Samudra turning the ocean. Everyone knows this story, it's a very famous story. But there is a very deep story and very beautiful. So, as we all know, Durvasa Muni, he got the flower garland from the Lakshmi Devi. But Durvasa Muni, he felt he's not worthy of this garland. What can I do with this garland? I have to find someone who may be better person to receive. So he met Indra, and he offered this to Indra, this garland for Lakshmi, and Indra gave it to Ayurvata, his elephant, and this elephant, of course, being an elephant, he just dropped it on the ground and then smashed with his legs, foot. And Durvasa Muni, when he saw this, he became very angry. He became very, very angry. And he cursed. He cursed the Indra, that he will lose everything. Lakshmi Devi will leave. And we lose the auspiciousness. Lakshmi Devi is all auspicious. Is a goddess of fortune. And of course, by disrespecting holy things, holy books, holy people, one loses auspiciousness. All his life becomes inauspicious by not showing respect, proper respect. Like Bhagavad Gita is a very holy book. Sometimes we see people put Bhagavad Gita on the seat where people sit. Very disrespectful. One losing auspiciousness in life. If one disrespect anything holy, like prasadam, holy books, sadhus, become very inauspicious life. So, of course, when it happened, the asuras, the demons, became very powerful. They conquered the Svarga in the Loka. All the devas, demigods, had to escape. And they went to Bhagavan Vishnu for help. When there is some problem, they just go to Bhagavan Vishnu. So they approach Bhagavan Vishnu. Now, if Bhagavan Vishnu advised them, now is not a good time to fight. Better to make a truce with the Asuras and start churning the ocean, and you will benefit by this. You get Amrita, nectar, Amrit. So Indra and demigods, they approach Bali Maharaj. They make this proposal that Vishnu Bhagavan said that if we do the churning of the ocean, then we'll get so many benefits. And Asuras, when they heard, oh, we'll get benefits, so they became very enthusiastic. So this is the nature of demoniac, the Asuras. When they see some material benefits, they became very enthusiastic and energetic. Oh, there's some profit for me. There's some material gains. Wow. So they were very interested in that, doing this. So they joined together with the devatas, with the demigods. And of course, they had to find the churning rod, which Mount Mandara. Then Vasuki became the churning rope. And Vishnu Bhagavan, this Mount Mandara was so heavy, so Vishnu Bhagavan had to bring this and they dropped it in the ocean and start sinking. And then Kurmadev Bhagavan appeared. Bhagavan Kurma came. So in this Leela, there's 3 avatars. Very nice Leela. 3 avatars came, manifested. So Kurmadev Bhagavan appeared, and to support that sinking Mount Mandara from sinking. And Kurmadev, he represents stability. He protects the devotees from sinking in this ocean of material existence. So this material existence is like an ocean. Without the mercy of Bhagavan, Kurmadev, one will drown down, will be like a dead body floating on the ocean. Like people who are not engaged in Bhagavan Seva, like a dead bodies flowing on the ocean. Waves, they just move from one body to another, one loka to another loka, like a dead bodies, zombies. But Vishnu Bhaktas, Krishna Bhaktas, Hari Bhaktas, they walk through this ocean of material existence, and the water is up to the stomach. It's up to the stomach. So when the water is up to the stomach, it's very easy to cross this ocean. Yeah? The feet, the legs are in the water, but the head is above. So it means the consciousness is with Krishna, Krishna consciousness. By consciousness, the devotees are outside of this water. They're not drowning. Only the feet, they may be working, they may have families, they may have businesses, but the consciousness is with Krishna. So that's why they're alive. But others people, when they are not conscious of Bhagavan, so they're like a floating dead. They drown in this ocean of material existence, this samsara. This samsara is like an ocean, very deep ocean. And so many sharks, so many demons. But Kurmadev, he represents stability. He protects from drowning. And in South India, in Kurma Kshetra, there's a beautiful murti of Kurmadev. And this murti is over 1,000,000 years old, been worshipped. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited that place for darshan, Shankaracharya, Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, Vallabhacharya. So many sadhus came for darshan. Very special temple, Kurma Kshetra, around 500 kilometers south from Jagannath Puri. So Kurmadev is worshipped there. So he protects the devotees from drowning in this ocean of material existence. Very ocean, very bad. So when Kurmadev came, this mountain became stable, and they were. So then Asuras and Devas, they start fighting. They had argument. Who will be at the tail? Who will take the tail? Who will take the mouth? Because the nail was considered to be inauspicious. So Asura said, we are more strong, we are powerful, we defeated you, we are victorious, so we should take them out. And the Devas were saying, no, you are impure, we are pure. So you should take tail, because tail is inauspicious. So they will start arguing with this. Before even work started, they already had argument. So Bhagavan Vishnu advised the Devas to accept this tale, to start take the tail. All these inauspicious, but let them have the mouth. So okay, so the demigods, devas, they came to the right to the nail, and the asuras from the left to the mouth. They took the mouth, the pulling from this side. And when they start churning the ocean, then the Vasuki became very tired and exhausted, and from his mouth, like a poisonous air started coming. And all the Asuras, they got burned by this. Their face became black, and they lost their power. And the Devas, they could easily pull the rope from the other side. So what was inauspicious became auspicious, and what was auspicious become inauspicious for the Asuras. So Bhagavan Vishnu can make inauspicious things auspicious and auspicious things inauspicious. So Bhagavan Vishnu had to empower the Asuras to do this job. So he entered into them in the form of Tamaguna. The Tamaguna, he empowered the Asuras with Tamaguna. He entered into the demigods through the Sattva Guna, and Vasuki through Raja Gunas. All the three gunas, Sattva, Raja, and Tamo, were engaged. They were charming the ocean. And of course, when they were doing this, the first thing that came was Hala poison, big poison, which Lord Shiva drank. And then different things are coming, like Subari, Kamadenu, Gomata, Kashtuba, Parijata, the elephants, Apsaras. And everything was given to sages or to demigods, but nothing to the Asuras. Although they were doing the same job, like the Devas. They were doing so much hard job, but they got a horse, and Lakshmi appeared. 8th canto, 8th chapter, 8th verse, appearance of Lakshmi, very auspicious number. So Lakshmi, of course, came to Vishnu, went to Vishnu, and then Varuni, alcohol, which was given to demons. Alcohol, which is very demoniac thing. That was their reward. The Asuras got their reward by getting the alcohol, which makes more degraded. They became more degraded by this. So alcohol is given for the Asuras. Asuras are very attached to alcohol, the drinking alcohol. So all they got for this kind of very difficult endeavor, they got alcohol only. And then Dhanvantari appeared, Bhagavan Dhanvantari, with the Amrita. Full jar of Amrita came. And of course, the Asuras, they snatched this jar. But Bhagavan Vishnu, knowing this, when they snatched this jar became empty pot. There was no Amrit there, it was empty. So they start running away with this empty pot. Some Acharya says that this pot was empty. They didn't have a chance even to touch the pot with nectar because they didn't have adhikari, no qualifications. So they were running away with this empty pot, thinking that there was a nectar there, and start fighting between each other. Oh, I am first, I am first, I am first. They will start fighting. So this material world is a fight for empty jar. Everyone in this material world is fighting for empty pot. They try to be someone. They try to be someone big. They want to make a career over dead bodies. No? They even kill people to get some positions. But this is empty pot. No Amrita there. Empty. Everyone is fighting for empty pot. Trying to get Amrita. But this is no Amrita there. It's empty pot. All material life, material sense gratification is empty pot that where demons were fighting for, arguing me first, I am more important. All is empty pot. There's no Amrita there. Amrita is there. Amrita is in the Krishna Kirtan, Krishna Bhajan, Krishna Katha, Krishna Puja. Bolo Krishna, Koro Krishna, Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Koro Krishna, Siksha, Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana, Pram. So there is a nectar there. Amrita is there. Otherwise, it's an empty pot. Nothing there. Emptiness. So whole world is fighting for this empty pot, thinking they will get Amrita, they will get happiness. This is the demons. This is what they deserve. Demoniac people, they only deserve empty pot. They don't even deserve to touch the pot with Amrita. All they deserve is empty pot, emptiness. And they're fighting so much. Everyone wants to be somebody here. One time, Guru Nanak was traveling with his disciple. He was traveling with his disciple, and at night time they arrived to one, like a dharmasala, to stay overnight. So they got separate room. The servant, his servant, Sevaka, was staying in one room, and Guru Nanak was staying in the other room. And at night time, the Muslim soldiers arrived. They were patrolling the area, and they heard some new people arrive. So they want to check. So the Muslim soldier arrived, and they knocked into the door of the Sevaka, of the servant of Guru Nanak. So he opened the door, and the Muslims, they asked him, "Who are you?" Because he didn't look like a Muslim, he didn't look like a Hindu. So they asked him, "Who are you?" So he said, "I am this and that, I am this, I am this, I am this." So the Muslim, they beat him so much. They started beating him, punching him. He lost consciousness. And in the morning, he woke up. He woke up full of pain, bruises. So he went to another room to see Guru Nanak. He knocked the door. Guru Nanak opened the door, and he asked, "Oh, Gurudev, last night the Muslim came. The Muslim came and they asked me, 'Who are you?' And I told them, and they beat me so much. Did they come to you also?" He asked. Then the Guru Nanak said, "Yes, they also came to me. They also asked me the same question, 'Who are you?' And I answered, 'I am nobody.' So they left, leaving me alone." So it is said that if one considers himself someone in this world, he'll be beaten by the agent of Maya, by the Kali Chelas. Kali Chelas will come and beat that person if he thinks he's somebody here, somebody big. But if one is humble and thinks I'm nobody here, the Maya will leave him. He's nobody. What you can do? So this Muslim left. Guru Nanak said, "I am nobody." So they left. So anyone who considers himself to be big will be beaten by the agents of Maya, by the Kali Chelas. Shila, our Acharya, Shila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Thakur, he said that the devotee has only one ambition in this world. In this material world, devotee has only one ambition. Only one ambition. What is that ambition? To be nobody in this material world. That's the only ambition the devotee have in this material world, to be nobody here in this material world. Because to be devotee, to be a sevaka, to be a servant in this world means nobody. To be servant, everyone thinks that's nobody. To be servant is a nobody. For gross materialists, non-devotees, servant is a nobody. But that's the only ambition of devotee, to be a servant, to be nobody in the material sense, materially speaking. So our acharyas, they explain all this philosophy very beautifully. And so, of course, when the demons were fighting for this empty jar, then Mohini Murti appeared. Bhagavan Mohini Murti, the third avatar in this lila. And this so beautiful, yeah. This lila is so beautiful, very deep meaning. The Mohini Murti, when she appeared, the demons became illusioned. They saw very beautiful woman. They became enchanted. And the demigods, the devas, when they looked, they saw Vishnu Bhagavan. So Vishnu Bhagavan allowed himself to be recognized by the devas. they knew it's a Vishnu. So they were not illusioned, enchanted. So they were looking at the same person. The Asuras were looking, and the Devas, the demigods were looking at the same time. But demons, Asuras, they were seeing Maya, and Devatas, they were seeing Vishnu, Supreme Lord. The same time, they were looking at the same person. They were seeing Maya, and they were seeing Bhagavan. So in South India, there is a place called Riali in Andhra Pradesh. There is a murti of Jagat Mohini Keshava. Jagat Mohini Keshava, self-manifested murti. So in front of that murti, there is a four-handed Vishnu Bhagavan. At the back of that murti is a Mohini, Maya, Mohini Devi. So when we come to this temple to have darshan, so we stand in front, we see the Bhagavan Vishnu. Then we'll walk around, like a walk, everyone can walk and see from the back. And there's a Mohini Murti. Make one Shila, one big black Shila, self-manifested. Front is Vishnu Bhagavan, and the back is Mohini Murti. And so in this world, when we look at this world, this material world, we look at the trees everywhere, the non-devotee, they see Maya only. But devotees, they see Krishna only. Right? Like the same Murti. They look, the Devas, they were looking Vishnu, they could see Vishnu Bhagavan. And the Asuras, they were looking, they saw Maya only. So same thing in this world. When devotees look, they see Krishna. Everything reminds them of Krishna, brings them to Krishna. They feel presence of Krishna. And non-devotees or Asuras, gross materialists, they see only Maya. They look at the same thing, the same place they look, but they see Maya. And devotees, they see Krishna Bhagavan. This is special grace. So when the Asuras were looking at the Mohini Murti, they got so much enchanted, illusioned. And of course, Mohini Murti was able to convince them to give this pot. So they gave this empty pot, and when the Mohini Murti took this pot, became full of Amrita. She changed this pot into Amrita. It was full of nectar. And they make special arrangements with the Asuras. So they were sitting in one row, demigods were sitting in another row, and Mohini Murti started giving the nectar to the devotees or the Devas. Devas are the devotees of Bhagavan. And the demons couldn't say anything because that was their agreement. But there was one demon, Rahu, he realized what's going on, so he changed himself into the demigods, and he sat between the Surya and Chandra. And then he got one drop of this nectar. So when Vishnu Bhagavan realized this, he just cut his head with the chakra because he was not deserving. So he became disabled for eternity. He cut his head, he lost his body, and he became full of hate. When someone, for example, cut our hand or leg, we become very angry at that person, become full of hate. We lose the part of the body. So Rahu, he lost his body, he only head. If he knew what's going to happen, he would not even think about Amrit, if he knew what's going to happen to him. So he got punished. And of course, all the Asuras, they got punished. They got beaten. They got beaten so much. They did the same job. They did the same activity, same place. But Devas, they got rewarded. They got blessing. They got Amrita. And demons, Asuras, they only got alcohol and got beaten and disabled, got punished. So similarly, in this world, when people may doing the same thing, like there is a verse, there is a shloka in Bhagavatam in this chapter, that's a 8 canto, 9 chapter 28 shloka. It says there that although in the same place, the same activity, same endeavor, but the results are maybe different. Some people may do the same thing, same place, same endeavor, same so many things, but the result will not be the same. And Prabhupada, in the commentary, this purport, he says that there are many karmis in the dress of the devotees, many karmis in the dress of the devotees, but Bhagavan can detect their intention. What are their intentions? So this is the most important. The Asuras' intention were to get benefits, material benefits. When they start churning the ocean, they were not doing this to please Bhagavan. They were not doing this seva to please Bhagavan, but to please themselves. So anyone who is doing seva or engage in devotional service for personal benefit, for my own benefit, for my own material happiness, will get only pain and punishment for Bhagavan Vishnu. Bhagavan Vishnu rewards everyone, give the rewards. But sometimes this reward comes in the form of punishment. Like those Asuras, they were punished and disabled, injured, doing the same job, the same thing they were doing. But they were doing with the intention to benefits, material benefits. So there are, Prabhupada says, many karmis. They put dress of the devotees and they use bhakti yoga for personal gains, for personal career, for material benefits. So they will be punished and injured by Bhagavan Vishnu. Bhagavan Vishnu is a supreme justice. Bhagavan Vishnu has 4 hands, 2 hands to bless and 2 hands to punish. One hand is a lotus flower, and then conch, shankha, and then gada and chakra to punish. Supreme justice, Bhagavan Vishnu. So Prabhupada says that Bhagavan Vishnu can detect the intentions, what we have. So we may do so-called devotional service, but if our intention is not pure, we'll get rewards accordingly, which means punishment. So that's why we can meet so many people after 20 years, 30 years of doing service. They are so unhappy and they complain, oh, I have no taste in chanting. I have no taste in Krishna consciousness. Oh, I'm so unhappy. I was doing this, and I have only pain. And they complain and they blame. They blame Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, this, that. They blame Bhagavan Vishnu. They blame Krishna. They blame the devotees. But they never blame themselves. Because when we come to Krishna consciousness with the impure intentions, Krishna giving us opportunities to purify those intentions. Of course, nobody is pure devotees. Nobody comes as a pure devotees, but Krishna gives us a chance, giving us all the siddhantas, everything is explained. And if we don't take opportunities and apply this in life, after some time, will happen the same thing like to those demons. You get punishment only. Because the supreme justice. So it's like in the soccer game, someone may score the goal, but this goal is not approved when he was offside. When someone is offside and he scored the goal, so many people may think, yeah, he scored. But actually, this goal is not approved because he was offside. One who knows the rules of the games, he will not be happy when someone scores the goal being offside. It's not approved. So similarly in Bhakti Yoga, when we don't have this pure intention to please Krishna, please Hari Guru Vaishnavas, but doing this for my own benefits, it's like being offside. We may do so many things, so many big things we may do, but it's like an offside. The goal is not approved. Krishna is not approving this. It's like show only. It's offside. I may score 10 goals, but being offside, not even one will be approved. So if someone is doing improperly in Bhakti Yoga, it's like being offside. is not approved. So very important, all the Shastras, Acharyas, telling us to do bhakti properly. It's like Rupa Goswami giving us this shloka, Anyabilasita Sunyam, Jnana Karma Nabritam, Anukulyana Krishna Usira Bhakti Uttama. He's giving us this out of his mercy so we can do bhakti properly, with the proper intentions. Nobody is perfect, of course, but our intention, we can purify it by sadhu sangha. Purify our intention, knowing the rules of the game. If we know the rules of the games, that if we score the goal being offside, then we'll avoid this. Yeah, what's the use of so much endeavor, and then we score the goal, but we are on the offside? There's a useless labor. So knowing these rules, one becomes very careful and plays properly, which means performs bhakti properly. Properly means according to Hari Guru, Sadhu Shastra, Guru Sadhu Shastra. Sadhu Shastra Guru Vakya, Citate Kariya Akya. So doing bhakti properly, according to Srila Prabhupada, according to Acharyas, is to do according to Guru Sadhu Shastra. Guru Sadhu Shastra, accordingly. This means properly doing devotional service. According to Shastra, according to Guru, according to Sadhu. In this way, we become successful and Bhakti Yoga becomes very joyful, very joyful. Otherwise, the opposite may happen. We may do so much endeavor, so many things we may do, but if we are offside, it will not be approved. It's not pleasing to Bhagavan. But of course, Krishna is very kind and very merciful. He's giving us sadhu association, Guru Kripa, Vaishnav Kripa, Sadhu Kripa, Shastra Kripa. In this way, purifies us and put us on the correct path, correct way. One time, the Asuras came to Bhagavan Vishnu just before Kali Yuga, and they asked, "Oh, Bhagavan Vishnu, what will be our food in Kali Yuga? What we will eat in Kali Yuga?" So Bhagavan Vishnu said, "In Kali Yuga, your food will be religious activities performed incorrectly. You'll get the punya, the fruit, phala, of those people who perform religious activities incorrectly. You will eat this fruit." So in Kali Yuga, the Asuras are very fat, very well fed, very big stomach, because so many people perform religious activities not properly. They're feeding the demons only. The demons are laughing and very happy and big stomach. They are not hungry in Kali Yuga. Because people perform religious activities not properly, not according to Hari Guru, not according to Sadhu Shastra, Guru Sadhu Shastra. And not performing religious activities according to Sadhu Guru Shastra, only we are feeding the Asuras. They get the fruit of these activities. And maybe there are some leftovers. They give some leftovers to that person. Like we eat apple, we full apple, we eat apple, there's a leftover. So we just give this. So very little benefit only by performing religious activities not properly. Very little, almost nothing. The whole fruit goes to the Asuras. This is their food. So their main, so knowing this, Asuras, their main job is to make sure people perform religious activities improperly, so they get their food. Yeah, this is their business. If we do improperly bhakti, so demons are very happy, because this is their food. Anyone who is doing religious activities not properly, demons are very happy and they get their food. So they make sure everyone performs not properly. So they influence so many people with the wrong ideas, wrong teachings, Maya Shastra. They publish these books. They're very busy, Kalicheras, publishing different kinds of books, so many commentaries on Bhagavad Gita, all nonsense, useless, just to make people confused and make the activities to perform improperly. They're very busy propagating Maya Shastra, fake informations how to perform. So, because this is their life and their food, so they are very busy trying to deceive people. Kalicheras, Asuras. So people don't perform these activities properly without proper attitude. And acharyas give us example. There's one example out of so many thousands of examples. There's one example that acharya says how the religious act is being performed incorrectly. For example, one comes to Ganga and take bath in the Ganga. Take bath the Ganga, do the snana, pray, worship, oh Ganga Mata, Ganga, Jai Ganga, and take bath with very like devotion and respect. Comes out of the water and he says, I took a bath in Ganga. Bends. Right away, that fruit, that punya of taking bath goes to Asura. Asura snatching it. Why? Because I'm doing this as a false ego. I took a bath. I. And the Acharya says the proper way is by the mercy of Hari Guru Vaishnavas, I took the bath in Ganga. By their mercy, I got opportunities to take the bath. By the mercy of Ganga, I came to Ganga and took bath in Ganga. So this is proper way of taking bath in the Ganga, which is all fruit comes to that person. If one says, I took bath in the Ganga, I myself, the demons, they take the punya, because it's improperly performed with the ego, big ego. So the Acharya says, by the mercy of Hari Guru Vaishnavas, that's the proper way, to consider everything as a kripa. Otherwise, is a not proper way. So our acharyas give us so many examples. They give us warnings. They're very kind. They're very kind to us. They give us all the information to help us on this path of bhakti. And there's one place in India. It's called Gaya. Very holy place. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited that place. It's in Chaitanya Chaitamrita, Hall the Lila. Very beautiful. So in that place used to live Gaya Asura. And that Gaya Asura, he did big tapasya. So big tapasya he did. And Bhagavan Vishnu appeared and asked him, what's your wish? What do you desire? What do you want? And he said, oh Bhagavan Vishnu, please bless me so that whoever see me will get moksha, mukti. By seeing me, my darshan, they will get moksha, mukti. So one may think, wow, what's such a nice demon. Whoever see him get mukti. That's a kind demon, very merciful. By seeing him, people will get moksha. So of course, Bhagavan Vishnu, he gave blessing, tatashtu, let it be like this, and disappeared. But Bhagavan Vishnu didn't like that, didn't like this attitude of Gayasura. He was not happy. So what happened? Although Gayasura, he received that boon. He received that whoever see him will get moksha, will get mukti. But Bhagavan Vishnu didn't like that, so he put his foot and pushed him down underground. So now nobody can see him. He got this blessing. Anyone who can see him will get mukti, but nobody can see him. Because he had this attitude, see me, now no need Bhagavan Vishnu, no need Supreme Lord, no need Bhagavan Krishna. Come to see me, I am God now. Can see me, you'll get mukti by seeing me. Me. Like there's many fake avatars, fake gurus, fake swani who says, oh, come to me, I will give you mantra. Serve me, I will liberate you. And this is Gayasura Baba. Come to me, not come to Krishna, not serve Krishna, not do puja Krishna, not Krishna Seva, Krishna Kirtan, Krishna Katha, but come serve me. I will teach you. You will get mukti. You will get siddhis. This is Gayasura Baba. Bhagavan Vishnu didn't like that. So anyone who thinks like this, trying to falsely help others by being a teacher, so it's like a Gayasura Bhava. Come to me, I will give you everything. So Bhagavan Vishnu properly punished him. Although he got this blessing, he still has this blessing, but nobody can see him. He's underground, covered with the big stone, and there is a imprint of Bhagavan Vishnu foot. So anyone now who comes and have a darshan of that Vishnupat, anyone who has a darshan will get mukti. One who has a darshan of Vishnupat, not Gayasura. Gayasura nobody can see. He's underground. Only now is a Vishnupat there. So this is Gayasura Baba, trying to be somebody big, that by darshan of me you will get purified or liberated. This is very common in Kali Yuga among fake avatars. Come and see me, come and no. So many stories in the Shastra, very beautiful. This process is so beautiful that Prabhupada gave us this process. Is a Ananda, it's a joyfully performed. This Siddhanta which Prabhupada gave us, which originally were given to us by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is a Siddha, perfect knowledge, which comes from Golokdhan, from Vaikuntha. Everything in Vaikuntha is perfect, so this knowledge is perfect, coming down through the parampara. No fault, it's nirdosh. There's no fault at all. Even if we take the microscope and try to look for any fault in this Siddhanta, we will not find any. Not even a shadow of any fault. This is perfect Siddhanta, completely perfect. Like other religious paths, some kind of yogas, that religion, so many faults are there. They're like gross faults. Like one fault we can see, like eating meat. If any religion allow eating meat, is a fault, big gross fault. Not to speak about any subtle or like a philosophical faults. So many gross faults even. But in our Siddhanta, Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, Haribol. So there was someone was calling, I don't know. So in our Siddhanta is a perfect Siddhanta. So many is this Siddhanta, which is Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, is perfect. No any faults whatsoever. And I can challenge anyone, please find a fault there. You will not be able. Please concentrate and try to find anything that you think may not be right. One cannot find. I can guarantee that. Even if we take microscope and try to look, we will not find, because this is perfect Siddhanta, which comes down from the spiritual world, from Golok Vrindavan. Everything is perfect. So this process which Prabhupada gave us by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is perfect process, joyfully performed, and bring us auspiciousness. So I will stop here. So anyone has any comments or questions, we finish here. So Raghu Kumar, are you there? Haribol.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for your lecture. Thank you so much for your divine association. And I've been told that you have been serving Srila Prabhupada since before we born. So,
1994. I met devotees 1994 during Ratha Yatra, and by the mercy of Jagannath, Baladev was very.
So it was before we born, so we have good fortune. So we are having your association.
But you are born in Bharatvarsha, so you are more fortunate. Because to be born in Bharatvarsha, one must have so much punya, like a big Himalayas. Because it's very rare to be born in Bharatvarsha. From the very beginning, you've been taught this Vedic Sanatan Dharma. So this is very, very, must be very rare. Not easy.
we become more and more auspicious when we have association devotee like you. Thank you so much. So
Hare
we have
Krishna.
few questions. If anybody want to ask question here, they can ask. Otherwise, I have few questions. So Mohan Sharma from Nepal is asking that Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandavat Pranam, many times after knowing all the philosophies, sense gratifications feel very pleasing to us and we do some mistakes. So what to do in that situation?
Oh, this because of the samskaras. We have so many samskaras from previous life. These samskaras make us to although we may know so much, we may know philosophy, but still we are pushed into sense gratification because of the samskaras from previous life. And in order to purify the samskaras, the acharyas recommend sadhu seva, who is free from all these anarthas. When we serve the sadhu who is free from anarthas, very quickly we can also lose these material desires, this inclination to sense gratification. Or if we cannot, for some reason, cannot have the sadhu sangha and serve the sadhu, so we have to do the sadhana, but very intense sadhana. And by intense sadhana, we can also purify this. Because these samskara are very powerful from previous life, because we've been enjoying for so many lifetimes. It's not easy that we can stop today. We may know so many information, we make so much shastra, we may hear so many classes, but still, because of the samskaras in us from previous life, they push us into this. And like there's one story of Buddha. Buddha was giving the pravachan, was speaking, and there were so many people came, but there was 3 people in front of Buddha. And the one person, he was with his finger something doing in the dirt with the earth, like with the finger, all during his pravachan. The other man, he was looking in the sky all the time. And the other man, he was looking straight at the Buddha, like he was completely fixed. So after Buddha stopped speaking, his disciple, his personal servant, he asked Buddha, said, "Oh, master, there were 3 people sitting in front of you. So one of them was with his finger doing something in the earth, the other was looking at the sky, and the other was straight looking at you. I don't understand why they were behaving like this." So Buddha said that man who was with his finger doing something in the earth, in previous life, he was a farmer. All his life, he was doing this earth, digging the earth. So this samskara, even now, he came in front of the Buddha, he was listening to Buddha, he was still doing this with the earth, because these samskaras. And the other man who was looking at the sky, he was an astrologer in previous life. He was always looking at the sky, different planets, all this. So now, when he was listening to Buddha, he was still looking at the sky. And the other man who was looking straight into the Buddha was listening completely. In his previous life, he was a Brahmin who was studying Shastra, Puranas, Upanishads. And now, because he was studying this Shastra, he got the samskaras, he was so absorbed in listening to Buddha. So similarly, in this lifetime, if we read the Shastra, Sadhu Sangha, Krishna Katha, we start listening, so it's guaranteed in this life or next life, whatever, in our future, will be very, very fixed. Our samskaras will change, and this will make us, like very fixed and focused. But because of the previous samskaras from previous births, we are still, even we may come to sadhu, we can still, these samskaras make us, to do these things. I hope this answered the question.
Yes, Prabhuji, it's completely justified.
Haribol, you hear me?
Yes.
Haribol.
Can you hear me?
Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
Haribol. You
Hare
hear
Krishna.
me? There was some.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes.
So, yeah, I have one more question from Madhvi Mataji from Gujarat. She's asking that you told us that everything in the life of non-devotee is unauspicious. But there are many people from different religion. Does their good qualities are also useless? So how are they useless?
Other religion? What was the question? In other religion?
Other religion, they are also doing good things, like they are feeding people, they are donating clothes and many other things. They are also doing the same thing, but still they are useless. Why they are useless?
Yes, non-devotee means non-devotee of Bhagavan. Bhagavan Krishna, he's also Paramatma in the heart. So even if one he may not be like directly devotee of Krishna, he may still serve the Paramatma. Is Krishna feature? Paramatma is the heart of everyone. So those people, even if they fit, if they have proper intentions, or they're doing the Bhagavan Seva, so the Bhagavan, they may not know about Krishna, yeah, but they know about God. So Krishna is God. So it's in the heart. It's like even in Christianity, they say that God is in the heart. Yeah. So they may do these things. So they are kind of devotees of Paramatma too. So doing these things. So this becomes also a species. Means non-devotee means who has no connection with any aspect of Bhagavan. That's mean non-devotee. He does not serve Bhagavan in any way, just sense gratification. Of course, everyone is a devotee in the constitutional position, yes, but because of this forgetfulness, they are called so-called non-devotees. This so-called non-devotee because they forget about Krishna. But actually, everyone is a devotee, yes? That's what the Shastra says. Jivera Swarpahoy, Krishnera Nityadas, Krishnera Tatashta Shakti, Veda Veda Prakash. But because of this forgetfulness, one is called non-devotees. So if one forgets about Krishna and has no connection whatsoever with any aspect of Krishna, then nothing is suspicious there because he's doing only material activities. But even those activities like feeding the poor, helping others, if they are not done properly, they only bring material benefits, material phala, which will make us sense gratification, more into sense gratification, because the good karma will come and will make us gratify the senses. So in this sense, in this way, it's not auspicious, because making good karma, the good karma will make us sense gratification, which means we'll forget Krishna, because sense gratification means forget Bhagavan. So kind of helping others and poor is good thing, but the results may not be good, because we will be forced into sense gratification to the good karma, because this produces good karma if it's not done to please Bhagavan. If it's done to please Bhagavan, it's different thing. But if we're just doing this, like even Jarasandha, he was very charitable. He was giving to Brahmins so many things. So many demons, like they were doing so many good things too. They were also religious. All the Asuras were very religious. They were not atheists. They worship Bhagavan Shiva. They worship Durga Mata. They were doing tapasya. Ravan was a Vedacharya. Ravan is known as a Vedacharya. He knew the Vedas. He was Acharya of Vedas, but he was no Bhakta. So although he was doing so many good things, but those good things, the so-called good things, were not connection with Bhagavan to please Bhagavan. So the results are not auspicious in this way. Or they may look good, like Jarasandha, he was giving so much dana to the Brahmins. No, but Krishna was not pleased with that. Same thing with Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj, he was giving so much donation to everyone. He never refused anyone. But Bhagavan Vishnu didn't like that because it's against the Shastra. Shastra says one must give donation only to the holy people, not everyone and anyone. It's against the Shastra to give to people who don't deserve. If we give something to person who does not deserve, it's not pleasing to Bhagavan. Because Shastra very clearly says one must give to Brahmins, to Sadhu, or very poor. Like poor people also can be given, yeah, because they're poor or like disabled. But one should not give discriminately, like without any discrimination. That's why Bhagavan Vamanadev came to punish Bali Maharaj, who was giving indiscriminately to everyone, anyone. So he came to punish him because Bali Maharaj was also a devotee, yes? He couldn't kill him. So he punished him in different way by taking away everything. So Acharyas explain, because Bali Maharaj was giving so many things to everyone without following the Shastra, so Bhagavan came as a Vamana to punish him in this way. Also bless him too, because he got the blessing also. But to show that Bhagavan is not pleased with someone who is doing so many good acts not properly. Like giving away charities also must be given according to Shastra, to the person who deserve. If we give to undeserving person, we cannot please Bhagavan in this way.
Thank you, Prabhuji. If anyone wants to ask any question they can raise their hand or unmute yourself. And if not, we can wind up here. Thank you so much for your precious time, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you for giving opportunity to speak about Krishna. Because Krishna Katha, Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. It's never ending. The joy of speaking about Krishna is nothing can compare about that.
So I want to thank you again with Maha Mantra. If anybody wants to join, they can raise their hand and say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you.